fans here fired up as usual at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Today, a good one in store. It's the New York Jets and the Philadelphia Eagles. Mike Tirico with my partner Greg Olson, the veteran Nick Folk to get this one started. Off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time. They're led out by the MVP of Super Bowl 59 at quarterback Jalen Hurts.
Now, this is the type of quarterbacks that just give defensive coordinators nightmares. They stay up all night thinking, okay, what is the best way to defend him? Do we treat him as a runner? Do we treat him as a passer? And I think that's really where the most stress comes in, Mike, is you want to make sure you don't let him kill you with his legs downfield as a runner, but it's also his ability to extend plays as a passer that really creates a lot of stress on your back-end coverage, and that's where those big plays can come. So it's a big challenge. They know it, and we'll find out early on what the plan is.
He connects downfield to Dotson. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. They get 21 on that one. Good for an Eagles first down.
Great. Set. Nelson.
Off the play fake. Hurts. He'll get that out to Barkley. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain. So, just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9. A dive and a catch. Incredible. Hurts and Brown connect. And it's a first down for Philly.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
That ball broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down. To the air again. Hurts. Open receiver is Dotson. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. They get 25 on that connection. First down, Philadelphia.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of, because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup, and get a fresh set of downs.
On play action, here's Hurts. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
Goes without saying, Mike, you have to be smart with the ball, especially down here in the red zone. You're already in scoring position. And I understand they're trying to come away with a touchdown, but at the very least, come away with 3. Worst case scenario is you turn the ball over, and you come away with nothing.
9th play of this opening drive, trying to keep it going here on 3rd down. Hurts will try it again. And he'll take it on in. Greg Alcantara. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. So the Jets offense ready to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the veteran quarterback, plays college ball at Virginia Tech. It's Tyrod Taylor.
You know, it's funny how time flies, Mike, and we won't call him old. We'll just call him experienced. And here's a guy who's been doing this for a really long time at a high level. And He's going to hope that some of that experience works in his favor today, and when he plays well, this is proven to be a really hard team to beat.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
Here we go.
First carry of the game now, and here's Breece Hall. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal.
That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Intercepted.
Well, that's the fast start they talked about all week, Mike. You come out, you take the immediate lead with your opening drive. Your defense goes out there, they force a turnover early. All these plays allow you to just keep stacking momentum early in this ballgame. This game is far from over. But anytime you get out to a start like this, it is a lot harder for your opponent to battle back. Had ourselves a bit of a one-man wrecking crew out there for a minute, huh, Mike? I mean, dishing out punishment to every defender in his way. I'll tell you, the next guy who comes in one-on-one, he's going to have that run in the back of his mind.
That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
And 2.
Very set.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Open man, right side. He's got it. A pickup of 15 in the air. Good for an Eagles first down.
Well, it's been pretty clear this offense has wanted to get this running back involved in the passing game here in the first half. And with the success they've found, I expect the rest of the game to go very similar.
A pistol snap back to Hurts. Reaching for it, the tight end couldn't bring it in. It's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dallas Goedert, that time. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Contrary to what all of the fans at home think, I don't have rooting interest in any of these games. But as you know, when it comes to tight ends, there's no bigger fan than this guy right here. I want to see them be able to connect, especially on those big plays downfield. I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
On 3rd down, here's Hurts. He'll get this one complete to Brown. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. That is a gain of 22, and it sets up first down and goal. So a big 3rd down hookup takes us to the break. It's the Eagles with the early advantage. And we're back in Philly in a moment. Eagles in possession to start the 2nd quarter as they go to work on 1st and goal. Hurts again. To the goal line and in. Devontae Smith. Touchdown, Eagles. Is Elliott to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Eagles move out on top. 14-0.
14. Jets nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. The Jets offense ready to take over for their second possession. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10.
Bronco quick.
We're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. He'll get in behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. That's John Campbell getting in there to make the play. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 7. Throwing, Taylor. He's going to tuck it and go.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his 1st and 2nd read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
Now, Taylor, moving left. He'll try to run for it. Oh, the ball is out. And fortunately, one of his teammates there to save him. They'll wind up getting enough to pick up the 1st down.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
Pushed out to his left.
Give him credit for keeping this play alive as long as he could. This easily could have gone down for a loss, but he's kind of able to find his way forward and at least get back to the line of scrimmage.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. The motion man here is Mitchell. Here's Taylor. He'll take off again. 20-yard pickup there. Good for a Jets 1st down.
And the Jets, 1st down.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
He'll run again. And that's a veteran quarterback doing what veterans do. Don't take the extra hit. Got the 1st down, get down. The drive continues.
The defense is going to have to come up with a plan for this quarterback using his legs, Mike, or it's going to be a long day. They knew coming in he was a threat, but I'm not sure they thought he would be this effective this early.
John Mechie was the intended target, and that will lead to a 2nd down.
And you can see really why this offense has leaned on the ground game. I mean, can't you, Mike? I mean, the passing attack really needs somebody to provide a spark because they have not been able to get anything going here before the half.
He takes off.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
3rd and 2. Here we go. He'll try to run for it with Paul. And nothing develops there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 4th down.
Two minutes remain here in this 1st half. We'll come back to Philadelphia right after this. They can still pick up a 1st down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down.
Come on.
Taylor looking to throw. That one caught. John Mechie. Touchdown, Jets. The veteran Nick Folk here for the extra point.
Nick Folk for the extra point.
The kick is good. And the Jets are on the board. It's now 14-7.
Jets 7.
After the touchdown, out is Folk to kick this one away. On the return, it's Tank Bigsby. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Devontae Smith and the rest of the Philly offense heading back onto the field. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
And that sideline just cannot believe their guy did not come down with that play. I mean, that's as easy as it gets. I frankly don't blame him. I mean, that's a play at this level you just have to make. Your teammates are dependent on it.
2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. Now it's going to be 3rd down. Throwing is Hurts. That's taken in by Dotson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
First down.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points. But either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Again, Hurts. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. They'll try to run here with Barkley. Oh, he won't get there. Looking for a cutback lane. It never opened up. And now it's 4th down.
So it's a pretty manageable 3rd down, so they really have the option to run or pass. So they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use 4th down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on 4th down. Hurts working in the pistol. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Taylor. They'll set up the screen to Hall.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
Ready?
Back to throw is Taylor. Moving to his left. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Okay, and no rest for the weary. Let's get right back to it. Quarter number 3 set to begin.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. The Jets offense looking to get back to work as we begin this 3rd quarter. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down.
Ready, set.
The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. Not much there, maybe a yard.
37-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 8.
Alert! Alert!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Got a man downfield, it's Wilson. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. First time they've looked his way all game long. It comes through with the grab and a first down.
You can't run plays like this, Mike, if you don't have incredible pass protection. I mean, he started on the left side of the formation, and look how far he had to go across the field before that ball was caught. That's going to take time. That's going to take a lot of trust in that quarterback, in his protectors, to know he can stand tall in that pocket and wait for his receiver to break open. The best quarterbacks don't see the rush, they feel the rush, and that's exactly what this guy was able to do here. He's able to escape the initial pressure and immediately realizes, I got some space out in front of me. Picks up a solid gain here on first down.
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
Through the first half, it was clear. This pass protection, this offensive line unit, they were clearly up for the challenge. The pass rush was non-existent. But here in the second half, you can sense a little bit more urgency. You can see them start playing with a little more speed and intensity, and it pays off there with their first sack of the day.
Quick slant into the hands of Wilson. And he'll take this one in. Garrett Wilson. Touchdown, New York. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
Bigsby to return it. Be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Eagles offense ready for their first possession of this second half. This one, everything we could have hoped for to this point. All even at 14. They'll start this drive with first down. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective. It's one of those balls where the quarterback wishes there was a string. The second it came out of his hand, he wished he could just pull it back, because from the moment it left his hand, that looked like a sure interception, and the only reason it wasn't because the defender just flat out dropped it.
John Dodson was the intended receiver there. Third down coming up.
Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
Here's Hurts. This one is caught by Dodson. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Oh, he's got a man. His tight end, Goddard. And he's going to have the Eagles first down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving, and then some.
Love the idea of going for it on fourth down. Anytime you're on your opponent's side of the field, Mike, you have to take advantage of that field position. You're too long for a field goal, but you're too close to the end zone to punt it. So going for it on fourth down is definitely the right move. Now you've got to take advantage of it and don't let it go to waste.
Now Jalen Hurts on second down. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Sacks are drive killers. And again, sacks in my mind are more of a quarterback stat than they are an offensive line stat. You have to have a clock in your head to understand where the weakness of the protection is, where I got to go with the ball if I'm hot, and at the end of the day, just get the ball out of your hand.
Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Really nice play recognition there by the defense. They sensed the quarterback had nowhere to go downfield, and that ball was going to be checked down. The moment that ball hit the running back's hands, there was nowhere to go.
That's taken in, and he's not going to get away. They got him right down after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on down.
Well, that was a disaster. I like the call. I like going for it on fourth down. Give your offense a chance to extend this drive and maintain possession, but after going the wrong way, now they're going to have to watch the other team take over after failing to move the chains.
It's first down, and it's Paul. And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. Nolan Smith makes the tackle.
Brings up second and 9.
Let's go now.
23-yard line.
To throw is Taylor. He'll find Hall out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. 15 yards through the air. And the Jets have a first down.
15. First down, New York.
Come on. 19.
Taylor, the tight end, is in motion. So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, ready?
So, first and 10 here now at the 38.
Ready?
A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. Taylor loses the football.
These are the opportunities that just kill defensive coordinators. You got the ball loose. You did everything you want. But now you got to recover it. You need better pursuit to the ball. More bodies around the ball carrier. Because when that ball pops out, you've got to be on it. These opportunities don't come around often. And when they do, you got to seize the moment.
It is brought in by Josh Reynolds. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
It's a gain of 18.
First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
Gain of 18 on the play. First down, Jets.
Here's Hall. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offense...
Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. And the Eagles recover the football.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. Have a short field ahead as they look to break our tie. It is first and 10. Trying to set the screen there, but that's going to be incomplete. Good work. Got in there defensively, gummed up the works a little bit, and it'll bring up second down.
At the 40-yard line.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Like, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
Automatic first down.
Hurts will work here from the pistol. And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looks like he might have gotten there early.
Automatic first down.
Great. Set.
Hurts to the air on first down. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
This is caught at 2. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up first and goal.
You never know which play is going to be the one that sways the game in your favor. And That could be it right there. I mean, to set up first and goal with that last pass completion, now they can really take their time. There is an element of working some of this clock down. You know you at least have a field goal try, if not a touchdown. The last piece of the puzzle is just don't give the ball back to your opponent with too much time to go down and answer your score.
Saquon will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the fourth quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now that pressure shifts to your defense, your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff.
The Jets take over.
So now the Jets offense ready to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10.
Smash! Get it!
They give to Hall. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Bronco switch!
Another run here with Hall. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
At the 38-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 7.
The Philly faithful making some noise on their feet before 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. They'll try to hit him with a screen. Still going. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. It's a big play when they needed it the most. It covers 51 yards.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10.
Down! Let's go!
They put Wilson in motion.
Ready?
Fighting for the goal line. He lost the football. It's out.
And there is the backbreaker, Mike. The one thing you can't have late in the ball game is a turnover. You're already up against the wall. You know you need a late score here to come back from behind. And let's give credit to this defense. They know they were a stop away from victory. And after forcing that late turnover, it looks like they're going to seal this one.
They'll drop to throw. And now at 152, the defense will pull the plug there as they take a timeout.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. On the ground, this is Barkley. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. Now a timeout, Jets. It'll be their 2nd. Talk things over before 3rd down. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That's complete. Tight end got it. Jets are going to use their 3rd and final timeout here. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Great, set.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Now a deep ball looking for Brown.
So something they teach these defenders, and especially in the secondary, Mike, is to trust your eyes. Don't panic, don't overcommit until you see where that ball is being thrown. And it's a great example here of the defender just trusting those eyes, breaking on the ball, and he almost comes away with the pick.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They get 25 on that connection. First down, Philadelphia.
And that first down should all but do it, Mike. With only one remaining timeout, the defense just can't stop the clock enough. Got to imagine it's victory formation. And we're a couple kneels away from this game being over.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Hurts will try it again. That's over the middle, complete to Brown. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Give them 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down. Hurts again. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up second down. To the air again. Hurts. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separated the man from the ball. And it'll bring up third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
He's got his man. It's Smith. And he'll be taken down. No timeouts left for the defense. That should do it.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
So it's a win here for the Eagles. And right away you can point to the turnover battle. Always key. Tells the story so often. It did here again today. Their offense didn't turn it over at all. They finished on the plus side with takeaways. As a result, they're going to come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners, as we say, so long from South Philly.